So now I'm going to demonstrate bringing in test tubes from the rail car and putting them on the workstation and pipetting a fluid into each of the test tubes. So let's get this started. So the rail car is coming in to the station, and now it goes to a location it needs to go to put the test tube into the holder on the workstation. It's going down to grab it, and again, this is slowed down both because of there's hardware and software improvements that need to be made. Also, in some cases, it's deliberately slowed down for safety reasons, not human safety, but more to keep the machine from making a move that would cause it to break. So I'm able to stop it in time. It's not really any human safety concerns because the motors on this system are not that powerful. The worst could happen would be you pinch your fingers. So that's one reason I think this is ideal as an educational tool, because this can be used around children and students, even adults that make mistakes. Now we're picking up the second one. Another workstation I want to build with these test tubes. There we go. Excuse me. Another one I want to build with these is a centrifuge. It's the same type of thing. You take these miniature test tubes and load them into the centrifuge. The challenging thing there is getting a powerful enough motor to spin it rapidly. So there would be some cost involved with that. But the same basic software, hardware, that you're loading here could be used for the centrifuge. Last one, just one more to go. So hang with me. The pipetting will begin after we're done with that. So then once all four of these are loaded, the railcar software is going to signal the workstation that it's to begin its job, and the railcar is just going to wait for it to finish. I mean, in an actual system, you could have the railcar go off and do other work while a workstation is doing its job. So now what I got to do is seat the test tubes in their holder. So get them into a fixed location. Now the next step is a bit tricky. We got to pull the lid off of these test tubes, and sometimes they don't want to come off easily. There we go. Snapped it up. So we got one lid open, so got to open all four of them. I got to get the lid open all the way because later on we're going to put the pipette tip into these test tubes. So we want to make sure we got space for that. Once we get all these lids open, then we can grab a pipette tip and begin pipetting into each of the 4 test tubes. So now it's time to pick up a tip. We'll get the tip, get it in there snug. Now we're going to go over to the blue. We're going to aspirate some fluid. Okay. There we go. Got our fluid into the tip. You can see the blue fluid in the tip now. Move over to the first one. Go down inside there a little bit. Now we're going to do an operation where we go to the first stop. And then we go over to the side and we quickly go to the second one because you want to blast out the last remaining bits of the fluid. So there's a pipetting technique where that's used to get all the fluid out. Same thing. Going down to the first stop, go to the side, second stop. Okay. Now we're going to put red fluid into the 2 remaining ones, so we're going to exchange tips because you don't want to contaminate, especially in biochemistry operations. Whoops, okay. So, return 1 tip. Picking up the second tip. Now we can get some red fluid. Go over now to the third test tube. Okay, first, heading down slowly to the first stop. Go over to the side. Yep, got it all out. Just one more for the last one. first stop. Go to the side. Blast it out. Okay, I've got to return that tip because we're done filling them up with fluid, and now begins the job of moving them back to the rail car. Okay. Return the tips. Now we got to close the lids on the test tubes. One closed. Now we got to lift it up to unseat it to get it ready for returning to the rail car. So we got two ready now to return to the rail car. So last one. Close the lid. Lift it out of its seat. And now it's ready to go back onto the rail car. Send it back. The rail car's been waiting the whole time. Now it's signaled that it's ready to put them back. You can see the blue fluid in there now. So we're almost done here. Now you can see the red ones are going back. one more to go. Okay, so we turned all four of them back with their fluid. And the robot arm just goes back and is ready to do more work. So that's it.